thank God. Oh my God! Juggernaut! I thought that was you! I should have worn my white pants.
I'm gonna rip you in half now.
That is such a Juggernaut thing to say. Oh, 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 oh my God! Oh my God!
What's going on, moviegoers? So we got some interesting Deadpool 2 news that was dropped earlier today. Now, Tim Miller was the original director of the first Deadpool movie. Was also set to direct the second Deadpool movie, but was fired from the movie over creative differences with Ryan Reynolds. I guess they, the two of them just couldn't really see eye to eye about the creative differences, of the film. So they really wanted two different movies apparently. And from the concept art that was dropped today for Deadpool 2 in the early stages, you can definitely tell that they had two very different creative differences for the movie. Tim Miller apparently wanted, the Fantastic Four to cameo in Deadpool 2. Now, we're not talking about, Chris Evans' Fantastic Four. We're talking about Josh Tranks' Fantastic Four in 2015. That was just a horrendous movie. From start to finish, just bad. The concept art shows the Thing, Susan, Johnny, and Mr. Fantastic. And it has, the original people from that 2015 movie, Michael B. Jordan. I forgot everybody else's fucking name. It's so weird to me. Apparently, he wanted Colossus to go up against the Thing, in a cameo or something of that nature, or like in a deleted scene. But oh my God, I can't imagine if that fucking scene was even in this movie. I just can't, because I feel like they already cut out a lot of shit from Deadpool 2, in the original version with Omega Red and Bishop not being in the film, but in the super duper cut. But I just found it to be so crazy to think that, Tim Miller would even think of having that cast in Deadpool 2. And to be honest with you, I don't even think they would say yeah. I mean, after Black Panther, Michael B. Jordan, I doubt he'd be like, yeah, sure, I'd like to come back and do a quick cameo as the Human Torch. Absolutely fucking not. That movie almost ruined his career. Thankfully for Ryan Coogler giving him a chance for Creed and then Black Panther, so he's really elevated his status ever since that movie. But boy, oh boy, I can't imagine if that Fantastic Four was in this fucking movie. I am so happy that really just didn't happen. I am so happy to see that. I mean, maybe further down the line, I'd like to see, a reboot of the Fantastic Four, obviously, but with Disney and Marvel, the MCU doing it right, because now that they do have the rights, maybe sometime in the next 4 or 5 years, they can actually introduce the Fantastic Four in the right way, but do it great. Do the characters justice. Really do it justice, and don't just fuck around, because whatever Josh Trank did with that first Fantastic Four in 2015 was just absolutely horrible. I remember even they were talking about having that film crossover with, X-Men Days of Future Past and X-Men Apocalypse or something of that nature. And, obviously that film's just completely bombed, and they decided to do absolutely nothing with that shit. And I'm alright with that, because the film itself just wasn't good. It just wasn't at all. But I still just find it so crazy that, that Tim Miller would even think of doing something like that, When you talk about, man, these Ryan Reynolds and Tim Miller really did have two creative differences for this movie. Like, it's craziness. But like I said, I'm glad it didn't happen, and I can't wait to see the Fantastic Four done the right way in my beloved MCU. But post your comments down below, you guys. Let me know what you guys think about Tim Miller's early concept art for the Fantastic Four cameo in Deadpool 2. Are you happy that didn't make it into the film? Are you happy that was totally scrapped? What did you think about the Fantastic Four movie? Please post your comments down below, and thank you guys for taking time out of your day to watch Zero Productions. Peace.